And I think it would be interesting to talk at maybe a high level about what is FMCW? What is it? So FMCW, right? Frequency modulated continuous wave LiDAR sensor, as opposed to a time of flight LiDAR. And I think the way that I understand kind of the traditional is you're shooting a blast, a photon blast, and you're waiting for it to come back, and and from that, you're depending on how long it comes back, like sonar, like radar, you can kind of put together a picture, a static image of the 3D world around you. Can you explain kind of how is FMCW similar to that, and then what makes FMCW unique?
Yes. So yeah, thanks. I think you already mentioned radar. So when radar has started, it was also generated by pulses. And then now the generation, what you're using in radar is also that you have a frequent modulated wave continuously in the air. And what we are doing is a frequency modulated optical wave. So you're sending coherent a laser wave out, an optical wave. And based on these, then it will be reflected by the target surface. And then the beat frequency on the receiver encoded the distance to the target. And based on the Doppler effect, you also can instantly measure the velocity of your object. What is, of course, extremely important that you can make then object detection, whether the pedestrian is moving or the object is moving, or is it a static object.
And maybe this is getting into the weeds a little bit, but so without this technology on a assisted or automated vehicle, these velocity calculations are basically you're looking at a bunch of static frames and then trying to interpolate between them and trying to guess how fast something's moving. But you're saying, so with an FMCW LiDAR sensor, this is part of the data set that you receive back from this wave that you're sending out. You're getting position and velocity data at the same time.
Exactly. So, and I think, as you rightfully say, normally in time of flight, you have a frame by frame calculation. What of course needs a lot of additional calculation or calculation power you have to do on the application processor side. And here, of course, it is not needed, as you have this kind of information of the velocity, but also on the reflectivity of the target directly in each pixel.